All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. What's up, everybody? My people in Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, all that Staten Island, my home borough, Brooklyn. Back out with another video, and unfortunately, it's more Antonio Brown drama. Yesterday against the Jets in Jersey, Antonio Brown took off his pads, his helmet, everything, his gloves, and ran off the field, throwing up the deuce sign, the peace sign to the Jets fans. And it's oh my god! And it's funny, because I know somebody. I know a friend who was at that game. He's a Jets fan, and I wasn't watching the game. He called me and told me what had happened. I'm like, no, he didn't. Then I went then I went on online to check it out. I was like, oh my fucking god, no, this nigga didn't. Antonio Brown is something else, man. But he's more than likely done in Tampa Bay. He's done. I mean, Tom Brady gave him a chance in New England last year, this year, after the whole Vax car situation, and then supposedly Tom and him had Antonio Brown and Tom Brady had a little argument on the sideline where Antonio said, "You're going back to your boy Gronk, huh?" And Tom was like, "Nigga, what are you talking about?" And then Tom just said, "You know what? Fuck it." And then Mike Brown tried to talk to Antonio Brown, and Mike Evans. I apologize. Mike Evans said, "You know what? Fuck this." And he just threw up his hands, and that's when AB decided to dip. Antonio Brown, man, I like Antonio Brown a lot. I like him a lot, bro. I've been a huge fan of his as a wide receiver. He's arguably the best wide receiver of his era. Okay, this dude's gonna get a gold jacket. He's gonna get a bust in Canton, Ohio. Now, how long will we have to wait to get those two things? Well, we'll see. I mean, they made Tio wait 3 years. They let Randy in on the first ballot, so hey, who knows? But Antonio Brown to me caused more drama and trouble than those two did. But then again, those two didn't play in the social media era. You know, those two didn't. They weren't at their peak in the social media era, so probably not. So who knows how it would be viewed if social media was around back then? But hey, Antonio Brown's done, man. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't see any team that would pick him up. I mean, Tampa may keep him, but Bruce Arians, the head coach for the Buccaneers, said he's no longer a Buck. So, and I think Tom Brady's getting tired of him. So I think I think he's out of there. I think he's done. And, honestly, just me personally, if I was Antonio Brown, I would retire. And I would retire for it because, I mean, AB's really got nothing left to prove. Like I said, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Now, it's going to take him a while to get in, but he's going to go to Ken. And he's arguably the best receiver of his era. I mean, you look at the wide receivers of the 2010s. AB came in the league in 2010, a sixth-round draft pick. Look at all the top receivers who played during that time. Calvin Johnson, who you could say is the best. You had, of course, Odell Beckham Jr., Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Adams. But Devontae came up later in the 2010s. He came up later. He reached his peak later. Larry Fitzgerald, even he started to decline in the 2010s. Same thing for Andre Johnson. Those two came in the league. Andre came in 03. Fitz came in 04. They started to decline in the 2010s, late 2010s. So if you want to count them, that's fine. But AB is arguably the best of his era. Him and Megatron, if you look at the numbers, you look at their numbers and their impact on the field, I mean, those two were right there. I mean, look at Antonio's accolades. He's got a Super Bowl ring, a 4 consecutive first-team All-Pros, 7 Pro Bowls. He led the league in receiving yards twice. Back-to-back years leading the league in receptions. Led the league in touchdowns in 2018. He had 15 touchdowns. Member of the 2010s All-Decade team. I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive years of 100 catches. He had 1,834 yards, 136 catches in 2015. His career highs. Career high in touchdowns, like I said, 2018, he had 15. This dude was dominant. Almost 1,700 receiving yards in 2014. Like, Antonio Brown was a whole nother planet. Complete package. He can run the complete route tree, and he was a very good to great returner. I mean, I think a lot of people forget about how great he was as a returner. Like, Antonio Brown was a monster, man. He's got that ring. He didn't get it in Pittsburgh, but hey, this is what it is. He got it. But, I honestly can't see where he would go. I mean, maybe, and stay with me on this, maybe Baltimore. And the only reason I say Baltimore is because his cousin, Marquise Hollywood Brown, is on Baltimore. Lamar Jackson's from Baltimore. All those guys are from the same area in Florida. Miami, Pompano Beach, I believe that's how it's pronounced. If I'm wrong, I believe Lamar Jackson's from there. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comment section down below. But I think they're all from the same area. And they worked out, I think, this past offseason, the offseason before that. So, like, those two are close, but I don't think John Harbaugh wants him. Ozzie Newsome, the GM, or he's not the GM anymore, but I think he's an advisor. I don't think he would want him. Eric DeCosta, the GM, Steve Bisciotti, the owner, and all of those guys ask Ray Lewis advice for certain situations like this. And I think Ray Lewis would be like, hell no. I mean, it'll be up to Lamar and Marquise Hollywood Brown. More Lamar, because Lamar has all the clout of the players in that organization. So, but I think it's a slim chance he ends up in Baltimore. But, you know, hey, what do you guys think? Should Antonio Brown hang him up, call it a career, or do you think he'll bounce back with who? You think Tampa will keep him? Like I said, would he go to Baltimore? Do you agree that he's the best receiver of his era, or at least the second best of his era? You know, is he going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer? Will he have to wait like Terrell Owens, or will he have to wait longer? Who knows? Tell me in the comment section down below. Love Antonio Brown, but I don't see it. I don't see him coming back this year or at any point. All right, see you all.